But for now, we're pleased to welcome in our political panel. First, from Newmax, Washington, my old congressional colleague, Michael Patrick Flanagan. Mike, now the president of Flanagan Consulting, and way out west in Southern California, host of the eponymously named Andrea Kaye show. In addition to being a talk radio host, she is a Republican strategist. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Andrea Kaye. So Andrea and Michael, and we'll go ladies first, this whole deal with President-elect Trump meeting Mitt Romney over the weekend. The talk is Mitt is in line for Secretary of State. Andrea, using a woman's intuition, is Romney really in the running for this gig?
I think that even you men who are lacking a little bit in intuition have to see that the chances, I've got a better chance of winning the super lottery. I'm just going to say it right now, than I think Mitt Romney becoming Secretary of State, because this isn't about, a team of rivals. He wasn't even a rival. He wasn't even running in the primary against Donald Trump, yet he came out when in his pompously, pontificating in his presser, trying to basically turn, America into one big never Trump movement. And you know what? He was rejected worse in 2016 than he even was in 2012. It was like a collective cat coughing up a fur ball. He was rejected so bad. So
such spectacular imagery, Andrea. We will go from the habits of pets and politicians to my old pal in Washington, Michael Patrick Flanagan. I'm just trying to think of a name for tomorrow's meeting with Mitt and with the Donald. Is this just Operation Fence Mending? What do you think's going on, Mike?
I'm sorry, I'm still having trouble putting the fur ball out of my head. I think that Trump is wisely thinking about all the Mormons who value Romney's opinion. I agree. I don't think that there's much of a chance of him getting the nomination. And it's more than he's just made Trump unhappy by saying mean things. It's that people who have backed Trump from, nearly the beginning or close to the beginning, who have worked very hard, who have faced down the never-Trumpers laughing and pointing and abusing us, this would be a huge breaking of faith with those people, and I don't think Trump is going to do that. I think he's allowing Romney to come see him, and let's make no mistake about it, that's how this is happening. And Romney will come and ride the golden escalator and visit with him and leave and not have a job when he goes. And I think it's about looking, it's about face. As for him mending fences with the Republican Party, Trump pulled over 90% of the Republican vote. He pulled a larger percent of the Republican vote than Romney did. He doesn't have any fences to mend. The people, the never-Trumpers who are sitting on the stoop whining and crying, have exiled themselves from this. They are not some large group that needs to be coddled or handled. So if Trump appoints him, that would be horrible. I think it would be a mistake. But seeing him, not such a bad idea.
Yeah, at least let him come by and visit. And yes, you're quite right, Michael. Mitt is coming to the president-elect. Now, from the guy I call Plastic Man, the 2012 nominee, to one of the genuine good guys, Jeff Sessions, junior senator of Alabama, is now the Attorney General designate. Of course, Jeff was the first sitting U.S. senator to endorse Donald Trump. Prior to serving in the Senate, he was Alabama's Attorney General. I got to tell you, Andrea, this is just like a hand in glove. This fit, is it not?
Well, I think all of the names that he's mentioned so far just fit like a hand in a glove. Absolutely. And of course, that's one reason why, you don't even have to really research these guys to really get the scoop. If you really want to see whether or not they're a good fit for Trump or not, just turn on any of the left-leaning media. Right now, they're heralding, it would be the most brilliant move ever if Trump did pick Romney and these other guys, what a bunch of, racist, they're getting the basket of deplorable treatment. And that's what's going to happen with Sessions. We all know that they're going to try to Paula Deen him. And, in spite of the fact that he is a brilliant choice, he's been on the Judiciary Committee, former AG of his state, U.S. attorney. He shares all of Trump's desires to, he's right in line with the law and order candidate. So I don't think it's going to work when they try to Paula Deen him. I think it's just going to be another opportunity for America to see the hypocrisy in regards to the true racist party, and that's the Democrats.
It's interesting you regionalized it, say Paula Deen him. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. The HuffPo has been going crazy on Jeff Sessions, but it looks like he's going to be just fine because the left is foaming at the mouth. Mike Flanagan, since you're a Gulf War veteran of Gulf War I before coming to the Congress, want to talk to you about Mike Pompeo. Like you and I, honored to serve as a member of the House of Representatives. Now, the CIA director, this guy may be from the heartland, but they value his brain. Top in his class at West Point, then Harvard Law, now in his third term in Congress. This guy, he may not look like the junior half of Batman and Robin, but in a lot of ways, he truly is a congressional wonder. 40 seconds, your perspective on Mike Pompeo.
Well, there were a lot of folks who wanted that job and would have been excellent picks. I have not met Mr. Pompeo, but I am sure that Mr. Trump's selections so far have been very good, and I'm sure this will be a very good choice too. He obviously went with paper credentials over long seasoning in this job, and I hope that works out. But I think one of the biggest challenges facing the new CIA director is how to uncleave the Silicon Sultans from the apparatus of intelligence and the cyber work in this country. And that's going to be a hard task, and I hope he's up to it, because that's going to be his first challenge, is how to de-Googleize our government.
Yeah, bottom line is, on top of that, you got to actually have agents in the field, human intelligence, right, not just sitting at a desk. However, I'm going to continue sitting at this desk, and we will ask you both to stay where you are, because when we come back, more of a discussion with our political panel, plus the obstacles that may face General Mike Flynn in his quest to become National Security Advisor. All that and more next.